guys, welcome back. This is part 3 of looking for the Counterfeiters cave. So we've been doing a little bit of research, and in that research some of the descriptions of the area where we were able to find it was that down, if Steven turns around for me, over here it says it would be down in a hollow or like a little valley, like a swampy area was at the bottom. And if he would scan out toward the horizon, that way is where the Connecticut River is, and they said they were able to see that from the cave. And if you go back 100 or 200 years, these trees wouldn't have been here. It would have been a good view. And this looks like a swampy area if I've ever seen one. So we are going to scan all up in here. I don't know how good the camera can see it, but we are going to scan through all these rocks up here. This is where we left off in the last video. So this is where we're going to begin. It's really promising because last time we were here, we ran out of time. We had to leave. But as we walked out, we were looking. It's hard to see now because it's getting to that time of year where the leaves are coming out, so it's kind of hiding it. But as we get closer, we'll show you, and you'll see what we're talking about. But if you could see how steep that is, you could see quite a distance from up there. That's probably got the height of, if I were to say, from where we are, probably 200 feet. To ocean level, I would say it was probably higher. But now, to give you a reference where we're at, if he pans out this way, that's Mount Montgomery. And this is the backside of Toccoa Mountain. Just if this is your just tuning in with us now, you really have to watch the first 2 videos to really get a better reference of where we are. And just remember, if you haven't yet, subscribe and please hit the like button. And tell us what you think. If you have any clues or if you've ever heard any history on this, we really would like to hear from you. So we'll pick back up with you when we think that we're on to something. Yeah, so we've been scavenging this whole side of the mountain, and we started thinking when we looked up there that at some point there was some kind of major landslide. All these rocks fell. And you'd think that what kind of natural occurrence could cause that to happen? Maybe an earthquake, or maybe some kind of blast. They're huge chunks of rock. They've fallen. And the way they're scattered, this is not what most sides of mountains look like. And this kind of rock is strong. It would take like a massive force to split them up like this. And we know that there's rumors of them blasting the cave after it was discovered so that nobody would go back and use it. We're not really saying that's what it is. We're saying that it looks like something like that could have happened. If you look up there, and if there was a big blast, it could have cracked the rocks and they could have all fallen. It's definitely steep enough. I don't know how steep it looks in the film, but that's really steep. So steep that it's going to be challenging to even walk up it.
Yeah, it's like straight up.
Yeah.
And another theory is that this is just a natural occurrence, because if you look, there's a lip up there past this about, I would say, 60 feet higher, where there's a whole bunch of stuff missing. Like you could almost walk up there. So this could have just fell down because of a lot of rain. It could.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Could be an earthquake. Never know.
But just the way
we're not geologists.
Yeah, we don't know. It's just our guess. And just the way all the rocks are laying, it just looks like they weren't naturally put here. They fell here. Somehow they rolled down this mountain in one way or another.
And this Massachusetts is mostly granite as well, you know. So if for these rocks to split up and fall like this, it's got to be something. Like, you know what I mean? Because granite is pretty much, it's very indestructible rock.
Very strong.
It's very strong. So in order for these rocks to all fall down like this, the way that they are, just so like, you know.
The way some of them are shaped, the way it looks like they splintered and cracked and fell. Look at the one right behind you. How flat and smooth those surfaces are, like it cracked. And fell and rolled.
It does do that though. Pressure does that to them, and when they dry and stuff, lava flow, so many different things. You know, we're not by any means saying.
Yeah.
We don't know.
It could have happened 1,000,000 years ago. It could have happened 1,000 years ago. It could have happened a couple hundred. We don't know. We're just saying.
Just guessing.
Yeah. It looks like a possibility because we might be looking for something that no longer is visible. I mean, every year the leaves fall, and you can imagine how much depth over the years you'd get from that, especially on a landscape like this. It turns to dirt. who knows if it's buried?
Yep.
Who knows? We're gonna keep looking, obviously, but
Yeah.
All right.
we're gonna.
Well, let's move on. Let's go to the other monster rock over there.
So if you guys remember, last part, we had this big, huge rock here with that little like underhang cave type of thing that I filmed last video. So that's where we stopped last time. So we're back here now, and basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue our search this way on this face. And like, again, the reason why we're doing it on this face is because that is Montgomery Mountain and we're on Toccoa Mountain, and one of the accounts is in the hollow between those two mountains. We're gonna try and get higher because obviously the account says it was on a peak that overlooked the Connecticut River. So we're gonna see how high we can get, see if we can see it. Who knows, the story might have been skewed a little bit, and might even be on Montgomery Mountain and not Toccoa Mountain. But like I said in the last part, we need to rule out one or the other. So we're definitely going to just search this whole side, and we're going to push that way. We have a little huge rock thing coming up here that looks promising, and there's a huge ledge, flat ledge up there, and then that right there, that's another huge straight up rock face. So we're going to try going up and getting higher and pushing our searches this way. All right, guys, so I'm by myself right now. They went up and around. They're up there somewhere. So I know I've mentioned this probably like 5 times already, but so it states, or the eyewitness account stated that, sorry, my breathing is really steep. The eyewitness account stated that it was up high on a lonely peak, and you could see the Connecticut River. Was up the bank of a river. So there is a river down here. I don't know if you can pick up the sound of it on camera, but I can definitely hear it. And we are in a hollow between the two. But the thing is I think I'm too low because I can't see the river from here. And when you think of Lonely Peak, the thing that comes to my mind, lonely, what does lonely mean? Well, lonely means, you know, by itself. Maybe lonely means it doesn't have any friends. So that means that it's by itself. It's lonely, quiet. It's quiet by itself. So it's got to be a peak up high that's by itself. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just trying to get higher here. They're over there, up there. So I'm just gonna continue looking here and see what I can find. All right, guys, so it started to rain. They're still up there. I'm gonna try and make my way as far as I can. I don't know what their plan is of right now. I'm still by myself though. Hopefully this rain doesn't make it so slippery where I can... Hopefully it doesn't start thundering because we are up kind of high. But man, it is pouring rain out. Alright. I'm going to put the camera away so it doesn't get too wet, and I'm going to try and make my way over to them so I know what we're going to do. Alright, I came up to this rock face. It looks kind of promising. It looks like there's something in there. I'm going to go check that out. Then we get this whole rock face. Here, they're still up over there. I'm hearing the branches crack from them, so they're still close. I don't want to get too far away from them. Let me see if I can make my way over here without falling. because, like I said, it is raining now, so it's really slippery. Okay. So let's take a look at this rock face real quick. Just a bunch of quartz. Pretty cool. Okay. Let's go over here a little bit and see what we can find. Come on. Okay. Huh. This is neat. Huh. That was a weird noise. Let's see if I can get on top of this. There is some sort of animal den in there, so I'm gonna get away from that, but there is something over here, so let me back up. Really don't feel like getting said hi to by an animal. There's a bunch of poop there. Let me back up. I'm gonna call them on this phone and tell them that I find something promising, so I'll catch back with you guys in a second.
Okay, I can almost make it out from where we're at. We're like,
Started raining on us. It's not supposed to rain today, the forecast. But you can see we're way up here.
okay,
Way up here exploring.
alright, cool. Yeah, because to be honest with you, Steve, we're going to explain that when we get down about how strict.
Alright guys, so I'm taking cover underneath this little lip from the rain, and I'm just waiting for them to come back over here. So I just talked to them on the phone, and they said there's nothing really up there that they can see. But they do have some pictures and stuff on their phones. So I'm just gonna wait it out. Hopefully that animal doesn't come out of that little den right there with the poops. You know, the poo-poos, you know, the yeah, so I'm just gonna wait for them, and we're gonna check this out all together just in case there is an animal in here. I don't want to be alone and have something happen. Yeah, just gonna wait for them. They're coming down from over there. They're up pretty high, so it's gonna be a little wait, but I am taking cover from the rain at this moment, so I should be good. So I guess I'll pick it back up when they get back over here, unless something else happens while I'm waiting. Maybe I'll get attacked by a mouse or something again. But yeah, just gonna wait for him.
Okay. Valley's there, and from where Jason is, he said he thinks he sees the Connecticut River. We're thinking it's up on this ledge somewhere. This is so promising.
Wow. So from the ground, Mike, we'll be able to use that as a reference point of how to get back here.
Really bad, like really far down there. There's Mount Montgomery, which that's where we're gonna check next. The river's that way. I said they were able to see the river from the top. That's some areas. Like I was just looking over here, looks like some holes. There's Jason going up, but it goes way up there. And I think Steven is checking out the lower level down here. This is just our point of view. It's actually a really cool day. I like when it's cloudy like this. It just, everything seems so adventurous. And look at these rocks. It could be hidden behind any one of these. But we're gonna check. So if I find anything, you'll be the first one to know.
Alright guys, I know this picture is pretty horrible, but I made it to the cliff face on Toccoa, and I'm going to scour this edge and look for the Counterfeiters cave. Mike is somewhere to my left. I can hear him scrambling, and we are up high. over there that I'm pointing to now on the camera is where Montgomery starts and moves its way up here, Montgomery Mountain. And right in the valley over there, from where I'm standing, you can't see it from here, but I can see the Connecticut River. So we're going to be looking through here. Alright, it's cold, it's raining, I'm shaking, and I'm going to keep going. So guys, it said it wasn't going to rain and we're stopping wet, and we were coming down this mountain up here. We didn't really see anything much, but as the way down we were looking right here, and it's like a triangle opening in the rock. We thought it was so promising. See that?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's supposedly almost the size of the opening is right there. Can you back up so you can see it a little better? All right, and then show where Mike is over there. You thought it was collapsed.
Yeah, I showed this to them earlier.
And then you have to put the phone away for a minute to get it dried off.
Yeah, it's getting really wet. I was just sitting here. It's, whoa, slippery. I think it'd be easier to go down this way.
Yeah.
Whoa. Right in here, there's an animal hole right there. See it?
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, what's back there, Steve?
Huh?
Straight back? Is it open?
I don't know. I never looked because there's an animal. There's
Okay,
a
I'll
whole
peek
bunch
in
of
there.
animal poops right there.
I'll peek in there and we'll get it on the camera. Why don't you sit on that edge right there? It's totally dry down in there. Okay? And we've got to figure out where Mike is.
All right. Well, I told him to check out over here.
Okay.
I don't know where he went.
All right. Well, go sit right there and make sure there's no snakes under there, and you can sit. All right. The phone's getting really wet.
All right.
Alright guys, it started raining on us. The forecast said no, but we just looked at it. It's going to rain for the next 2 hours. We've been defeated by the elements. We did have a chance to look around here. I think enough to not completely rule it out, but rule it out enough where we might move on to another spot. Next time we might check this out a little bit. We're not sure yet, but we want to go over to the Montgomery mountainside. So for now, this is it. Remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, button, hit the bell. We appreciate your viewership. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one.